Yo, what's going on? My name is Lashante. I am your tarot card reader for today. So this is going to be a quick reading. The oracle cards that you see came from a deck called the Healthy Witch, which will give you some form of suggestion regarding a particular issue on the card. Now, I will let you know I am a tarot card reader, not a doctor. So if you feel called to go to a doctor and do any of the suggestions that I read out to you, definitely do so. That's your body. You do what it is that is necessary. So yeah, use your discernment on that one. For those who are new, I have ADHD. I will try to stay on topic as best as I can. So definitely be patient with me. And for those who are also new, I have a drill sergeant spirit guide that will cuss you out. I will let you know if he comes through. He doesn't do it to be malicious. He does it because I myself is a stubborn individual, and I might be dealing with someone who's stubborn. I don't want to listen. So that's it. That's all, just wanted to share that out there. But thank you so much for listening to this portion, and I shall see you at your group. Group 1, what's up? So we want to know, why are you feeling this way? So the card you selected is the head, face, and skull, number 23, and it's associated with earth, stomach, immune system. So I will look at this intuitively, and I will also read it from the book. But what I'm picking up intuitively regarding this particular card is that maybe you're dealing with fogs. Maybe you are feeling stuck one way or another. What I find interesting about this particular card is that you have a bunch of crystals attached to it. And so crystals might be significant to you. The way I'm looking at it, this is looking like fluorite crystals. I think it's fluorite. I'm not much of a crystal enthusiast. I mean, I have these for the sake of it looks cute. I can tell you some of them. I can't tell you all, but regardless, the crystals, in my opinion, that might help unblock certain mental blockages that you are dealing with. Considering that this is talking about the immune system, maybe your brain is inflamed because of I don't know, it could be some form of toxins that it's going through. But I'm just getting the overall energy of feeling mentally stuck at the moment. I am going to read from the book, so let's see, what does it say here? So it says, all of us suffer from migraines, sinus infections, or allergies, but why? Mainly because our immune system has been compromised in some type of way. The immune system lies in the lining of the stomach, and unless you rid your body of toxins, eat healthier, exercise, the immune system is never going to be as strong as it meant to. In some cases, if you had a major infection or something happens to you that has affected your immune system past repair, all you can do is give it the nutrition it needs to let the goddess figure it out. I don't know why I can't read that part. Anyways, as I continue, it's time to take action and flush out your sinuses, clear your head, and strengthen your immune system. This card invites you to decide what action you need to take. Do you try the neti pot? Oh yeah, the neti pot. Yeah, I can't watch those commercials where you have you put the neti pot in one nostril and then it comes out in the other. Yeah, it can be quite disgusting, especially if you see kids doing it and you see all that mucus. That's just kind of gross. The human body is gross, ain't it? But anyways, let's continue. So it says, do you need to go for surgery and get your nose and sinus cavities cleared? Whatever your choice, this card is saying the time is now. So I don't know, maybe you have been dealing with sinus issues. Maybe you deal with fall allergies. I know here in the United States, fall is coming soon. We're still in the summer. You might sound like me where I'm having nasal issues. Like, this is such a Cleveland accent, so we sound very nasally, and I hear it now more than ever as I'm talking about it because I brought awareness. But regardless, I still say that might be additional messages that you must look at or look into. This card, according to this book, is associated with Capricorn. And what's interesting is that it rules the knees, the skeletal system, and the teeth. For those who might have tooth issue or any issues with your teeth, definitely go to the dentist. That could be another reason why you are feeling this way. What's interesting too is that this card is associated with the high priestess. And so the high priestess talks about intuition, the unconscious, and inner voice. So again, this is kind of letting me know that you might have been dealing with something that's keeping you mentally stuck. And so my guys were like, okay, get to the point already. And I'm like, okay, don't yell at me, guys. See how they gangsta. But I have two cards that is associated with this particular oracle. You have the alternative Queen of Cups here. You also have the alternative Chariot. So why are you feeling this way? So you notice the Queen of Cups, she's not sitting at her throne. She's up, and what it appears to be that she's dancing, but she's dancing with her cup. So when I'm looking at her, I'm thinking she wants to go out and play. She wants to go and show herself. She wants to be more expressive than just sitting down and examining her cup. I feel like she knows exactly what she has to offer. So she is going to do whatever she wants. I mean, she's the queen. Who's going to tell the queen what to do, right? And so this could be where you would like to get up and have fun. You would like to dance. You would like to just be yourself, but at this point you feel like you can't do it. The fact that you have the alternative Chariot card where the lion is like, I'm not doing anything, this is giving me a fixed energy. It's giving me Leo vibes, even though this is a card of Cancer. I meant to say Cancerian, but I don't know why I said Cancer like a robot, my bad. Anyways, but you also see there's a stormy cloud here. So it's like, look, we need to get going before it starts to become doom and gloom. Because you have the head, face, and skull card, I'm also getting that you might be dealing with depression. As I've mentioned earlier, the United States, we are getting close to autumn season. So you might be one of those individuals that deal with, what is it called? Seasonal affective disorder, which is a nice way of saying sad. It's literally an acronym for sad. And I kind of find that just a tiny bit hilarious, but you might be dealing with that. I think you would like to go out and do things, but you can't do it. The Chariot also talks about a vehicle. It could be a situation where you don't have any proper transportation. Maybe your money is not coming through because car repairs suck. You know, it can be quite pricey. I should know. I spent almost $2,000 just to get my tires replaced and then get the brake pads fixed and get an oil change. That was like, damn, really? And so, you know, with that being said, you might be dealing with issues as to why you can't go out and have fun. But overall, I'm just getting a sense that you're looking for some form of excitement, but you can't do it. And the fact that the head, face, and skull card is associated with Capricorn, the reason why you may not be able to go out and have fun because you have obligations. Whew, wow, that was a lot. That was a lot, baby. All right, so we're going to go to your next portion of your reading. Okay, so why you are feeling this way, you have the surrender frustration card. It says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And so with the surrendering frustration, this is also a key component as to why you are feeling this way. It's like you hold on to so much crap where you don't really have an outlet to move. So the fact that you did have the alternative Queen of Cups where it looks like she's dancing, this is definitely letting me know that you should exercise. I mean, heck, I even read from this particular card that exercising can be beneficial. So this is where you must get out and move your body, because with all that built-in frustration, it's pretty much incubated within your vessel, aka your body, where your soul resides. Okay, but yeah, where is it gonna go? So it's going to come out one way or another. And the other is like, oh, you might yell, or your body, what it's sounding like it's doing is that it's shutting itself off, where you could be experiencing burnout because you don't know where to, get that frustration out. You're not playing, you're not dancing, you're not moving, you're not doing anything. You probably live in a sedentary lifestyle, which unfortunately it's not good for us. So yeah, this is like a double confirmation that go shake your booty and get out. So the cards associated with it, you have alternative temperance, Sagittarius energy in house. And then we have the Empress, alternative Empress. Ooh, I love this. So this is Taurus and Libra energy in a house. Okay, so with the Temperance card, you notice that she sat down and she has both of her feet in a puddle of water and she's observing the butterfly. So you will regain balance when you release this frustration is by grounding yourself. I think grounding will be fun. I think you're frustrated because of the future. This is probably why you had the alternative Chariot card as well, where you're so future focused that you're not even living in the now. So this is the time for you to sit back and sometimes not do anything. If you feel like you're burnt out, do nothing. Do whatever obligation that you can put off, do nothing. The irony in terms of help resolving burnout is cardio. So this could be a situation where you can go outside in the park, go somewhere that's pretty, and you can just be present. Like, there is a park I like to go to, and I see some really giant mushrooms, and I was like, wow, that's a huge mushroom. It's interesting how nature can grow what's out there. And so you might see like because I'm a goofball, you might see a mushroom that you thought it was cool. You might look at a beautiful flower. You might look at the beautiful butterflies. I've been seeing a lot of white butterflies lately. So you might look at the butterflies. You might want to sit near, the beach or somewhere you can hear the water stream and just be fully present and just appreciate your surroundings, appreciate that God's source universe have bestowed this beautiful planet onto us and what it has to offer. Yes, Earth can be ghetto. we know that, like, especially with politics, Earth can be incredibly ghetto, but you can sit back and unwind and look at the trees and just be. Just being will help you regain your power. So you see the Emperor here. Now, she's not pregnant, but holy crap, she got them childbearing hips, baby. You must got a big bottom like I do, because my butt is huge, all right? I don't need to put that out there. What I get for telling people that my butt is huge, but I was looking at that wagon she dragging she got there, So anyways, she is owning her power. You see that she is caressing, I'm going to say this is a cheetah. So this cheetah, she's like, I'm not afraid of it. It's not afraid of me. I am caressing it. I am petting it. I have power over this cheetah. This is, to me, is letting me know that you are becoming, you're going from a queen to an empress, where everything that you want, you are going to receive it. So the frustration, it could be why you are feeling this way, is due to everything that you want is not coming to fruition right now. To me, with the energy of Temperance and the energy of the Empress, based on the artwork, I'm getting that if you just surrender that, you are going to get what it is that you are manifesting, or whatever you are working hard for, it will be received. It's the fact of believing that it can happen. Just like the Empress believed that she can dominate this cheetah. She has she has full control of that cheetah. I think you will find other creative aspects of you to to handle certain situations or whatever projects or whatever endeavor that you are working on. I'm getting a sense of less is more. So if you feel like you've been putting in too much work on a lot of things, then this is the time for you to sit back. I've heard meditation, or at least clear your mind, and you might be able to find something that's creative for you in order for you to do what it is that you need to achieve. It could be just as, and I put in quotation, simple as, it could be as simple as doing things a little at a time. So let's say if you are a tarot card reader, such as myself, hey fam, how are you? And you feel like you have to be super relevant and you have to mass produce videos and upload it whenever you're finished and you're not getting anything done. Look at the algorithm, check out your audience. Like, I'm a chicken wuss, group number one. I don't like looking at the algorithm sometimes, but I was like, you know what, freak it. And I noticed that certain times during each day, somebody looks at my videos the most. So that is the perfect time for me to upload it within that window. And so it's like, I don't need to upload it every day if I don't want to. If I want to upload it once a week, I'll do it. There's a tarot card channel. Her name is Ethereal Empress. She uploads every Sunday like clockwork. And I think it's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. She uploads a video, and that doesn't stop her from getting any views. So you might want to look into it. You might want to look into that kind of situation where, you know, it can be a lot easier for you, so you won't be frustrated about, you know, tarot, for example, or anything that you are working on. Okay, so let's get to the fun part. I have some food tarot cards. I thought it would be interesting, and then we will conclude your reading. Okay, so you have the sweet holy one. I don't know why I saw the police. I know that, you know, I keep staring at this police officer or police vehicle, and I'm like, what? But I get it, the stereotype that they eat donuts and coffee. We have the orange one, and this is tikka masala. Okay. And then we have the root, which is the carrot. So what could help you alleviate your frustration or whatever that's going on? If you are a big back individual like myself that loves sweets, to me, this is letting me know that you should cut down on sugar and coffee. And so I've mentioned burnout. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, my bad. My body's doing a little thing. I've mentioned burnout, and so caffeine and sugars can actually make it a lot worse. And so if you are someone who has big bag energy and loves eating sweets and whatnot, this is the time for you to cut it off. Not entirely. So if you know that, oh, well, I love indulging in the iced frappuccino from Starbucks or whatever, I'm just using that as an example, cut it down some. You might deal with caffeine withdrawals if you are one who drinks caffeine every day. And I'm going to tell you, I've dealt with that, and it took probably over a month for me to detox from it, and it sucks. It truly, truly sucks. If you want to completely cut off caffeine like that, I wish you the best of luck. Definitely keep your ibuprofen at hand. If not, then this is just saying slowly wean away from it. What I'm also picking up from the Holy Sweet one with this cop car is that try not to allow your frustrations to get the best of you to the point where somebody is going to call the police. That's not for everybody that's watching this. That's just for that one person. If they know that they're not emotionally regulated enough to handle how they feel. That's the best way I can put it. So definitely be careful. But yeah, if you would like to full on minimize the sugar, I did this for one day and it made a huge impact. but it's called the fruit detox. Definitely consult with your doctor before doing so, and definitely look it up, do some research to see how that works for you, and if you're up for it, then do it. So the orange one, I mentioned tikka masala. So I do have some individuals from India who do watch me. Big shout out to y'all. You are the best. I appreciate you so much. What I'm getting from the orange one and the root one is that maybe you should cook more. Not necessarily saying that you should make tikka masala, but it could be where if you are someone who doesn't have time to make your own food, this is the time to do so. Definitely find some recipes that will be probably 15 minutes that would be convenient for you. And of course, make sure it's tasty. So, one of your things that you can do while you're taking a break is if you are someone who oftentimes, excuse me. I'd be glad when my body is indigestion would just stop because it's kind of annoying. My bad. Anyways, if you are someone who doom scroll on social media, then, just look at some recipe. Take the time to do some research while you are lying on a couch or lying on your bed. And then you might find some recipes that might be for your liking. And so with the root, incorporate more vegetables. I think that will help you through. I'm having a hard time doing that myself. So, if you can find like a good smoothie recipe that would taste good with certain vegetables, give it a gander, have fun with it. Try to make a meal plan is what I'm picking up too. This is definitely giving me lifestyle changes here in this particular reading. So, I'm just kind of throwing that out there. I don't know how you make tikka masala, but if it, oh gosh, what is it called? Turmeric. If it involves putting turmeric or cumin or whatever, I know curry is one of it, but probably look at turmeric to see if they have any benefits. You might want to include that in your dishes and things like that. And that could be a spice that might make your food taste a lot better. But wow, group number 1, this was a lot. But thank you so much for choosing me to be your tarot card reader for today. I appreciate you. And if you enjoy this content, you already know what to do, baby. Until then, I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Group number 2. Hey, so the card you decided to pick is number 31 with breath. And it's associated with air, lungs, and circulation. And so we have a mermaid who kind of looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, not gonna front. But to me, with the air bubble in front of her, it's kind of giving me the Sonic, those who have played Sonic the Hedgehog, where he has an underwater stage and he needs air bubbles to stay underwater until he runs out of breath. Okay, so intuitively what I'm picking up here with the air, lungs, and circulation, I'm getting tightness within the chest. So I don't know if you are dealing with any panic attacks or anxiety attacks. And so this is where I believe that Spirit is calling you to do some deep breathing exercises, which is like, what? Okay. Do some really good deep breathing exercises. I think that would be quite beneficial for you. On top of that, I believe doing breath exercises will help with circulation within your body. I don't know why, I just feel like I'm stiff, but I think it would help relax you. So the fact that there's a mermaid there, and when I think of water, I think of flowing, I think of, when your body is fully limp, you're floating and you're just chilling, like you're using your body as a flotation for you to lie on your back and just bask in the sun. So to me, this is saying that when you're doing deep breathing exercises, you will be able to feel relaxed. So I am going to read from the book. They'll give you some additional information, and then we'll continue on with your reading. Indigestion, so just is getting on my nerves because it's like I have to stop and pause. So annoying. Anyways, let's go. It says prana is the fine art of breathing and controlling the flow of oxygen in and out of the lungs. Conscious breathing can vastly improve your health and make you more alert. Focusing on your breath can bring about many benefits, both magically and mundane. You direct your magic with your breath. Focus your will on your intent. You breathe in as deep as you can. Hold for a short count of 4, then release all your breath to the desired focus. This card may be telling you that it's time to increase your breathing exercises. Get a level up, or perhaps it's saying that you need to do them every day. Either way, grounding, spell work, shielding, and releasing are all are done. I think it's, I don't know. To me, it kind of looked like a typo. I can't say it or talk, or I can't do anything. Group 2, my bad. Let me start over. Either way, grounding, spell work, shielding, and releasing all are done with your breath and help rid you of all negative yuckiness that sticks to us throughout our daily lives. Regulate your flow of chi. Never underestimate the value of simple techniques. Real magic is based on simple truths. Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that little typo there. I think it's supposed to be the other way around. That's just my neurospicy ass. Anyways, this card is associated with Gemini. And the interesting thing is that Gemini, according to this deck, it is associated with lungs and asthma. And then it is also associated with temperance, this particular card, which talks about self-discipline, pause before speaking. Okay, cool. So listen, what I am picking up here is that deep breathing exercises will definitely help balance you, because I saw the temperance card. It is about self-discipline. So I don't know, maybe someone is neurospicy, but let's say that you are neurospicy. From one to another, I cannot freaking stand when people tell me that I need to do deep breathing exercises, especially when it comes to meditation. So it's like, take a deep breath, and it's like, I don't wanna, like, I'm quite stubborn, all right? You could be somebody who is like that too. And that's fine. This is where it will help you become more self-disciplined when you control your breath. Breath work sounds incredible. I'm not hating on it. It's just, again, I am somebody who's stubborn and I don't want to do it. It just seems like too much effort. But for you, I believe group number 2, it is warranted. As I mentioned, when I read this card intuitively, I felt like there's a knot on my chest where I might be getting a panic attack or experience some form of anxiety attack. I feel quite tensed up. So again, breath work will help you with your circulation. It will help you remain balanced. So you have some tarot cards associated with this. So you have the alternative Page of Cups. You see how the fish is out of the cup? And so we have the King of Cups. So this is what I'm picking up. Group 2, you are my stoic individual. Here on the outside, you do not allow people to show your weakness. This is not to say that you are somebody who doesn't encompass emotional intelligence. I believe you do. You have 2 cup cards. However, you don't really show people your emotions. Again, like this guy, this King of Cups here, is just sitting there stoic, not showing any form of facial expression. I think you are holding on to a lot of things. Something must have shocked you. So the fact that you have this Page of Cups here, the fish have sprung to life, and this young man is like, oh my God, and just looking at the cup in shock while the fish is flopping. This is probably how you feel. I'm thinking like the floppy fish is your anxiety, is what I'm picking up based on the energy of the cards here. And so again, you're feeling anxious, like you're feeling this way, and spirit is saying, yo, do some deep breathing exercises. I know I probably said that 6 times. You're going to hear it 7. You're going to hear it 17. You're going to hear it 27 times. You're going to hear it enough times until you say, okay, I finally get it. And when you said I finally get it, I'm going to say it again. Okay, my spirit guide is not playing. Group 2 might be a bit stubborn. It's okay. But yeah, I want to say that something might have shocked you. And this might be something that happened a long time ago. Maybe you dealt with somebody who was young that did something that was shocking. And right now it's just like your anxiety all together, like collectively, your anxiety is just going flip, 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 like a fish out of water, right? And so, yeah, I think it's time for you to relax some. The fact that you have the mermaid, you have the 2 cup cards. Yes, this card is associated with air, with Gemini. You have a lot that is just incubating within you and doesn't know where to go. Breathing will definitely help you to release that anxiety. Now, what's interesting about the King of Cups, there's this monster here, this monster in the back. I think it's Loch Ness. I don't know. Could be a Loch Ness monster or whatever. So you know that there might be troubles behind you, but you're choosing to ignore them. But by you ignore them, it's messing up with your anxiety. I don't know who this is for, but this is just something I'm picking up. But yeah, Spirit's just going to keep telling you to do some breath work. So we're going to get on to your other cards in terms of why you are feeling this way. Okie dokie. So you have surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. And so there's this big giant moon here, and then there is a grandfather clock, big giant clock tower. Okay. And so moon is associated with emotions. And so I don't know what you're manifesting, because the fact that this card talked about manifest, it just means that I don't know. It just means that you're manifesting something. Okay. I don't know what it is. It's not really telling me. So this is kind of vague in general, but, Spirit is saying it's going to take its time when it's necessary. So being anxious is really doing what? It's pretty much delaying whatever it is that you are looking for or hoping to achieve. So what's associated with this? You have the Tower, good old Mars energy, Aries energy in the house. And then we have the alternative Hermit card, big Virgo energy in the house. So let's talk about the Virgo, the big old Virgo Hermit card. The Hermit, in my opinion, based on this card, we typically see him holding a lantern. That is his guiding light. But he is taking his time with it. So he is using that same light force to warm himself up. Something must change. So this Tower is giving me the energy of, God, what the devil? The energy of the alternative Page of Cups, where something shocked, like the fish out of the water, and fish is brought back to life and anxiety. So I don't know, there might have been a sudden change where it's like, oh my God, I didn't want it to happen. Maybe that was something you were manifesting, that this big change, you didn't want it to happen, but it happened anyway. So this is letting me know you do not have any control of the situation. And I can understand how this would be quite frustrating, that this would piss you off, because this is the energy of Mars. Mars is the planet of passion. It's also associated with aggression, sex, action, desire, competition, courage, and of course, passion, as I've mentioned before. With that being said, group number 2, with this change, I think this will help you get the desired outcome you are looking for. It's a matter of whatever you're doing, kind of take a break, breathe, relax, enjoy that good old prana, okay? Virgo, it's also associated with house, by the way. And so, take care of your hygiene. This is the time for you to heal. This could be a time for you to develop a routine of just taking a break. This is kind of giving me a little bit of group number 1's energy, but they were dealing with frustration and they were dealing with a cloudy mind here in burnout. So if you are also dealing with that and you might want to look at group number 1, definitely check that out. If not, that's fine. I'm not going to be one of those readers that say look at every group, because that's annoying. Who wants to hear my voice all the time? But anyways, just breathe and stop. Sometimes too much healing and too little healing can be toxic. Take a break like this hermit. The hermit knows when to stop and just, trust in the process. You don't need to be in a hurry all the time. So the sudden change, this can be a nice little warning from spirit. If you don't stop and take a break, I'm going to force you to stop and take a break. So you want to do it the hard way or the harder way. And it's like, ooh. Spirit wasn't playing on that one, okay? Not even a little bit. Was not playing. But I'm not going to stretch this too long. I have like a fun portion using the food tarot, and then we will conclude your reading. Okay. So you have the chip breaker and got the good old guacamole. Okay. And so you have the Middle Eastern with hummus. Okay. And then we have the Italian with gelato. So this is giving me comfort food vibes. With the chip breaker, when I think of guacamole, I think of going to a party. And so I can't have guacamole, folks. I'm allergic to it. But I can put avocado oil on my scalp, or avocado on my scalp. Just like my scalp don't like coconut, but I can eat it. Like, the human body is weird, and I don't know why I'm sharing that. But anyways, whatever. Neural spiciness. Yeah, the chip breaker, I think a party. So if you haven't gone to a party or a gathering and hanging out with people, to me, this is letting me know to do it. This is the number 21, and that's associated with the World card. I don't know if you have been dealing with a karmic cycle or anything that might have messed up your boundaries or anything like that, but Capricorns are associated with discipline. They're stereotypically disciplined. They're the daddy, even though it's a feminine zodiac sign, but they give out daddy vibes, I will say that. But this is where I say that if you have been overworking, take a break. You could be somebody who loves eating chips, right? So maybe chill out with the guacamole. Yes, that is considered healthy fats, but you live in the United States, everything is unhealthy and full of plastic, right? So spirit could say, try some hummus, incorporate some fruits and vegetables, and, get you a nice pita bread or some kind of flat bread to go with it. I don't know if hummus have protein in it. I know it's made out of chickpeas. So, I said something about protein. It could be a situation where you might want to incorporate some protein within your diet if you are somebody who overly indulge in comfort food. So that is something. I don't remember how gelatos are made. I do know that certain parts of our globe that people don't really eat a lot of cream when they're eating like a frozen dessert. So I think, I want to say in Korea, Google it yourself, but I think in Korea, they don't incorporate a lot of dairy into their frozen desserts. Like everything is made out of ice. So again, I don't know if gelato is made out of dairy or ice or whatever. But what I'm picking up is probably, you know, find something that has less cream. I'm hearing that somebody might be lactose intolerant. So, you know, if you have a weakness to delicious, creamy or dairy stuff, especially cheese, maybe lay low off of that. That is another additional message that might help boost up how you are feeling. Gelato, in my opinion, too, can be where enjoy the sweet life. Like every now and again, have like a gelato, or if you want to feel like a kid again, you know, back in elementary school where they had like the chocolate cups and the vanilla cups that come with that wooden spoon, and no matter what, you just gonna taste that damn wooden spoon, right? But it was a good old times, because it's like, wow, we have a sweet treat. And so with the Italian, I'm picking up that, you know, indulge in the sweetness if you can. Like, not everything has to be so damn rigid all the time. You don't have to always be in control all the time. You got this. We know you got this. Things are going to happen in divine timing, whatever it is that you are embarking towards. Just be sure to take deep breaths and, you know, be present, live for yourself. Don't allow your career or whatever it is that you're working towards take control of you. You are control of it. And again, you had the tower that came through. So be mindful of resting. If you not going to do it, Spirit's going to make sure you do it one way or another. So I don't want you to get sick, group number 2. Like we can't really afford it in times like this. But other than that, that concludes your reading. If you enjoyed this content, group number 2, then you already know what to do. I appreciate you so much for choosing me to be your reader, and I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Group hee hee. Whatever. Look, hey, what's up, group 3? You chose the joints, okay? And you got some feet in the house. And why am I saying like that? I don't know. So maybe group 3 is my goofy group. I don't know. But this card is associated with earth, spring, letha, and movement, okay? So I'm going to read this intuitively, and I'm also going to read from the book. And so what I am picking up with joints here, this is giving me obviously movement for the fact that I see feet and I'm seeing someone's lower legs. Okay. So this, oh God, I hate this song. I like to move it. Spirit, it might tell you that you need to move your booty, okay? You need to move your fanny. You need to get up and walk. We do, in the Western hemisphere or Westernized society, that we are privileged to a point where we have a sedentary lifestyle, but that sedentary lifestyle is making us all unhealthy. And so if you are somebody that sits down all day and don't get up, you might want to move your body a little bit. When I used to work at this particular mortgage company, in Suite 3, we had 3 female bathrooms, 2 male bathrooms, but I knew every location of the furthest bathroom I would go to. So I will deliberately go all across the building just to take that one or use that one bathroom. I have counted my steps. Or I will go to the hidey hole. And what's the hidey hole? It was the bathroom in the basement. I will just take the stairs from the 3rd floor to the basement to use the bathroom, sit there and unwind and get away from my dusty co-workers' energy, because God, it was so awful over there. But I would take the stairs all the way to the 3rd floor and get back to my cubicle and then talk to my teammates and, just sit there and talk and mess. So you might want to move your body, group number 3. But as I mentioned, I am going to read from the book that might give you some additional information of why you are feeling this way. Because, like I mentioned, it's the joints. So it says, most of us have a sedentary lifestyle. We sit when we drive, we sit when we work, we sit when we relax at home, we sit, and it's not good for us. And that's funny. That's funny. All right, anyways, lack of movement can cause joints to freeze or stiffen up. Pause. Okay, so I meant to say that too when I was channeling. I heard if you don't use it, you will lose it. So story time real quick, group number 3, I think is beneficial. My mother, because of her body type, she has arthritis on the shoulders. And it's so bad that she can't even properly put on her shirt. So I'm her carer. I help her get dressed and et cetera, et cetera. So every now and again, she will get steroids, like a steroid shot in her collarbones, which I can imagine how painful that is. But she is able to move her arms temporarily. The thing that makes me upset about my mom is that she's stubborn and she doesn't want to move her body. And so me being the nerd, I did research. And so I mentioned arthritis. So in order to help relieve some of that pain, that arthritis pain, that inflammation, she must go through physical therapy. She won't do it. And so I'm like, Mom, those steroids are going to work for a short time because eventually you're going to build a tolerance. And so it goes in one ear and out the other. She'll be 67 next month, blessed. So she's stubborn, right? So I'm telling you, group number 3, if you are somebody who's just as stubborn as my mama and you won't work, you won't do anything, you won't exercise, you won't move, then if you don't use it, you will lose it. Now let's continue on with the book because I had to rant. My bad. So anyways, it says, while at work, try to remember to get up from your desk once an hour and take a short walk and stretch. Get those steps in. Forego the elevator and use the stairs. That is so funny how I was talking about that. Blessed. Okay. Anyways, park farther away from the building so you're forced to walk. This card may be telling you that it's time to move. If you can't get up during your work hours, then exercise at a gym or at home is important. If you're in a medical field and you are on your feet all the time, then it may be time to assess your feet, ankles, and knees to ensure optimal health. What is this card telling you about your joints on the basis of your daily lifestyle? Think on it and the answer will come to you. So this card is associated with Capricorn. Capricorn rules the knees, the skeletal system, and teeth. This is also associated with the Devil card. And it can talk about addictions and obsession and anything that's unhealthy. Okay. So, yes, get your booty off the chair, exercise, take a walk on a block, park farther away, use the stairs, do whatever. Spirit is saying you're feeling icky. Oh, okay, I hear the word icky. You're feeling icky because you're not moving, okay? Everything sucks. So let's go on to your tarot cards that is associated with this particular oracle. So you have the Sun card with Leo energy in the house. I heard have some fun, play. And you have the Lovers, which I can't really show you because they are just in the nude. So I have some salt crystals. Hold on. Gotta slide it. There you go. I don't want to get demonetized. But there we go. We got the Lovers in the house. So what I'm picking up here. Oh my gosh, group 3, you want some romance. You want some fun. It would be awkward if mom actually found this channel, but this is getting mom all over it because she's not happy in her marriage. Her marriage sucks, according to her. She said that, you know, being around her husband is boring. And, you know, they're two different individuals, two different cultures, two different ethnic backgrounds, okay? What mom wants, you know, my stepdad doesn't, you know? And so there's always going to be some issues. And so my mom is depressed. So I'm going to say you're probably depressed. All right. Take what resonates, folks. This is a collective reading in general. Okay. But let's talk about the Sun card. So you see this little boy, he's on top of a horse and he's in the nude. And he's like, yay, I'm having fun. Look at me. Wee. To get moving, I think I'm getting hopscotch and I'm getting jump roping, which is interesting. So do the things that you used to do if your body is capable of doing it, okay? This will help vitalize you. This will give you the stamina that you want, all right? That drive. This is the icky feeling that I'm getting with the joints in the house is that everything is stale, everything sucks. You kind of wish life would just be over and done with. It's just giving me pessimistic vibes, but moving your body will actually help again vitalize you. This will bring in joy into your life. I also heard get more sunlight. So the fact that the joints oracle card talked about we live in a sedentary lifestyle, this is a good time to go out and walk. So what I also did at the old job I mentioned earlier is that I would purposely go outside and walk. So during lunch, I would take a lunch that was way off from other people. They would take their lunch like 11, 12, 1 o'clock. I would take my lunch around 2 or 3 o'clock because I left at 6. And so I would take a late lunch and I use that hour. Like, my employer is not going to give a crap about me working during my lunch hours. They can replace me at any time, in which I ended up being terminated from that job in September 2020. All right. It's almost 4 years I haven't been at that job. But what I would do is that I will make that time to walk long distance. I would put on talk radio, or I would listen to something on YouTube or music, and I would just walk. And I've kept my weight down. Like, I miss being 165 pounds when I thought I was super fat, and now I'm like 215 and I'm stuck there. Okay. Group 3, like, I'm mad as hell about that. But that is another thing you can do, though. Like, take those steps little by little to keep moving. Okay. So I talked about romance with the Lovers card. It is the card of Gemini, but it's also the card of making a choice. It doesn't always have to be about love and relationship. But because I've mentioned my mom and I mentioned that she's not really happy in her marriage, I feel like group number 3 wants some excitement, something in terms of romance. So for those who are single, you can romanticize your life. This is not me saying, oh my gosh, group number 3, you should totally be delusional. No, you can make meaning and joy out of your life. So let's see, I have 4 initials hanging on my wall. It's LMBK, and they light up. And so how I can romanticize it, I can light up my initials in my home and then just be fully gratified that I am able to pay my bills, just using gratitude to kind of romanticize my life. Like, I have this beautiful, luxurious condominium that I'm living in with the green panels on my wall that accentuate bushes, you know, or like greenery or whatever. It's kind of giving me Regine vibes from Living Single for my 90s people. Okay, big shout out to you. But she romanticized her life. Even though she was like not making much money, she made the most of it and made the best of it. So with this Lovers card, you have a choice. You can make the most out of it or make the best out of it. Even if you're married, like if your significant other doesn't want to do all the romantic shit that you want to do you really need that person? I'm not telling you to go out and divorce the individual. There are classes that you can take by yourself. There are dance classes that you can go to. Some people like to go to pole dancing, which is nothing wrong with it. Now, granted, you might be with a bunch of women if you are a woman watching this, but would you prefer to stay stuck? That's what it's picking up. Stuck energy. Got it. Do you want to remain stuck, feeling trapped, or do you want to have that freedom? You can get out there and move. You can work. I don't know about your economic situation. I don't know about your lifestyle situation. If you are able to do it, then do it. At this point, you have a choice. The person who's stopping you is you. You can't make a person do whatever it is that you want to share activities with. They are their own person. They have their own autonomy. So this is you showing your own autonomy. I mean, freak, dude, you got the Sun card. Leos, oh man, Leos. First of all, I love y'all. Sometimes they get on my nerves, okay? They want to celebrate Leo season and it hasn't even reached Taurus season yet. And they're talking about, oh, we celebrating our birthday. When we go big, we go home. Like we celebrating our whole month. And I'm like, okay, I'm a Cancerian and we celebrate too. And y'all be like, well, you worry about your little crybaby Cancer season. I deal with some Leos who act like that. And sometimes I want to grab a pebble and throw it at them and tell them to shut up. I'm not going to front. That's just me being a Cancerian who's a slight bit jealous because I want to live that too. But I've made the choice to kind of humble myself. So by me acknowledging that, hey, I'm getting a little mad at Leos for wanting to go big on their birthday, I need to do the same thing too. It's a choice. So act like a stereotypical Leo. Make this day the best day of your life, the last day of your life. What would you do if you know that you were going to die tomorrow? Or die within a week? You better make the most out of that bitch. You better go and do the things that you know you can do and have fun. It is a choice. So Drill Sergeant is coming through a little bit, but Drill Sergeant is showing some compassion. Like you can go out and not feel stuck. Go outside, yo. Somebody need to hear that. Like, wow, what a ranty moment. So we're not even finished with your reading. We're going to go straight to the second portion. Woo. Okay. So you have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. So if you feel like my life is going to be boring, child, listen, you got the damn Sun card. Have fun, be youthful. Like I said, be stereotypical Leo. Leos will go out and just, they're like, man, I don't care. I'm a party. Life is too short to be doom and gloom all the time. I'm about to go out and have some fun. Now, I might have lectured. That's what it felt like to me. I might have lectured about you making a choice, but you know, you could be dealing with a situation where you are depressed because you feel stuck. Okay, please go see a mental health professional. I'm not affiliated with Psychology Today, but I freaks with Psychology Today. You can invest your time to make sure that you have a counselor fit for you by having a consultation if they offer it. Some people want to get paid from, you know, having like a 15-minute consultation. Some people, they do it for free. Take advantage. Look at the person. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, they look like me because we're both black women, or they look like me because I'm a white man. We might have something in common. You probably won't. You might deal with counter-transference where, you know, the therapist might dump their stuff on you and, you know, it's like a role reverse, you know. I've dealt with that before. So I found a therapist who don't look like me, but I've been dealing with her for 2 years and I have no issues with her. She is like a huge advocate. So a therapist would be there to help advocate for you to get out of your head, for you not to feel depressed. Because I've mentioned Sanitary Lifestyle Group number 3, I highly recommend you going to the doctor if you are able and get blood work. You'd be surprised that many people who live in a sedentary lifestyle, especially those who have melanated skin, you might be vitamin D deficient. Those who deal with vitamin D deficiency, they are prone to depression. They're also prone to certain cancers. So I remember when I got my blood work and why am I fatigued and depressed, my vitamin D level was so low, honey. I had to take, I think, 15,000 international units. It was a prescription. I had to take it twice a week. That's how low my vitamin D levels were. And I want to say that was probably 6, 7, actually, probably 9 years ago when I had that tested. But when I started taking vitamin D supplements, I took like the lowest dosage I can find. You can take it every day if you want to. Pay attention to your body, but regardless, I noticed my improvement change. Okay. All these lectures, babe, like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know why this is like a damn lecture. Anyways, you have justice associated with this card. And you also have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you don't feel confident within yourself. I feel, oh my God, I feel uggo. And it's like, you're not uggo unless you believe you're uggo. You want to change that. Get your ass out there. Okay, drill sergeant, don't calm down. Get your ass out there and exercise and dance and romanticize your life. Find joy within your life. Be stereotypical Leo, as I mentioned. This is the Libra card. And so Libra is in the house of relationship, partnership, marriage, business, contract, and also enemies. I don't really get any enemies out here. Like, I heard, if anything, I'm probably the enemy because the way I'm going in on you, group number 3, and I'm not even trying to be mean. So I do, I apologize, but don't shoot the messenger. I got to say what I got to say. Okay. With this, you might want friends. You might want a marriage. You might want, to spruce up your romantic life. Again, you have the choice to do these things by yourself. Why do you want to wait for your spouse to get up and put things off? I think if those who are in a committed relationship and you start doing things on your own, like, oh, I'm going out to dance, your partner might be like, oh, well, who are you going out with? I'm like, I'm going by myself. I'm like, I'm taking this class and I'm going out by myself. Bye. That might get him or her wondering, like, what the hell is going on? So then all of a sudden they want to spend time with you. So, but just because that one day they want to be husband, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend of a week, don't stop doing what it is that you want to do. It could be where Spirit is saying, go out and have some hobbies. Hobbies are fun, My mom is one of those people who will watch TV hardcore, okay? She didn't went ahead and got BET subscription on my butt, and I got after her, and I canceled that subscription on Amazon Prime, and I put that pin there anytime she want to make a purchase, okay? She has to pay me. My mom's going to call me soon. I have a feeling because I'm talking about her. Somebody could be a parent too. But let's talk about justice, though. Justice is about balance, and you see that she has the scales. You see that she's blindfolded, but she also has the sword, where the sword is a symbol of truth. Again, I've mentioned, possibly go to therapy about your outdated beliefs, this depression that you're dealing with, not feeling good enough. You know what I'm saying? Speak your truth. This is your chance to speak your truth, so that you can be in a state of balance. And therefore you can be like the Leo Queen of Wands here. She's a social butterfly. She's out there. She looks good. One of my favorite decks, it has the Queen of Wands that have vitiligo. And it's like she can't control her skin condition, but she can control how she feels. She's not going to humble herself. It's like, look, bitch, I'm here. If you used to be a partier and you used to go outside, I'm not saying go out on the clubs, but again, get some hobbies where you are within the community and say, look, bitch, I'm here. Get dressed up. If you know you're going to the doctor's appointment, you don't need to, look like frumpy Ann where you're wearing overly baggy stuff. Get dressed up for that appointment. You're not impressing any doctors or whatever. This is you impressing yourself. Just little stuff like that will help you boost your self-esteem. So we got one more set, which I'll be using Food Tarot, and we will conclude your reading. All right, so we have the delicate one with strawberry shortcake. Somebody from the South here, because I almost said strawberry. So we have the Queen of Drinks. This is giving me like Queen of Cups energy. And so we have the Slice with the Magician. We got the Pizza. I just had some pizza today too. It was so good. I scarfed that down because I was craving that last night at 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, so specific diets. This is you wanting that romance. You can have pizza at any time. You want to, oh, really? Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. With pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Someone got kids or grew up when that commercial came out. Group 3, you're funny. Wow. You can have pizza bagel or have pizza anytime. But you want to go out and just, again, have fun. So with the delicate one, you can bake things that, eat things that you want to eat. You don't have to eat what your partner's eating if you're in a committed relationship. Or you can take a baking class and be among people. You can go to that restaurant by yourself. I am not advocating cheating whatsoever. If you know that you are someone who is not going out or wanting to do things by yourself because you want to go cheat, then bless. I'm glad that you're not one of those people. But somebody, I don't know, I kind of got that energy where it's like, you make it sound like I want to cheat or something. No, I didn't say that. This is you romanticizing your life. So you don't really need to have your spouse. Like if you've been asking your spouse, let's go to this restaurant, and they're talking about price per pound or want to use money against you, save up some money and go to that restaurant on your own. And, you might want to go wine tasting with the Queen of Drinks. Go wine tasting. If you have like a couple of friends that would like to do that with, do it. I don't know if Whole Foods still do this, but I remember forever ago, probably maybe 10 years ago, they had wine tasting at 7 or 8 o'clock on Fridays. And I still got the cup. Like I would go to Whole Foods with one of my former coworkers, and we will try like food samples and drink wine. And it was good. It was fun. It was cool talking to other people who enjoy that stuff, just socializing. Do it. What is stopping you? What is stopping you? You, group number 3, you are stopping you from doing that. Hell, let's say if it was like a hoity-toity bougie restaurant, they have like the really expensive pizza, not the one where it costs like $1,000 because they put some damn gold flakes so you can buy it from Joann Fabrics. Okay, I'm talking about the ones where they make the pizza authentic, like in Italy, and it might be a little pricey because they use like the organic herbs, that kind of stuff. Then do it. Pair that bad boy with some wine and enjoy. This is just you getting out of your home, getting out of this stagnated energy, you feeling stuck and feeling icky. This will help you want to live and enjoy life for what it is. We literally get one life to live. Some people might be reincarnated. Some people, this might be their last incarnation on this planet. Make the most out of your existence. We are all living on borrowed time. I'm done being your mom, group number 3. Because God, that concludes your reading. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your tarot card reader for today. I appreciate you so much. If you enjoy this content, you already know what to do. Until then, I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace.